journey to church planting began actually in Los Angeles here in 2005 when God began to surface stuff through a variety of encounters during my years of college ministry with the community colleges in LA. And I had no pastoral experience at that point. I didn't know what church planting was. I honestly didn't really know that it necessarily existed or worked. So that began my journey to say, what does this look like to get prepared at some point to plant a church? And so God led through a series of situations to actually lead me to Philadelphia, where a lot of these worlds collided under Dr. Eric Mason's leadership, to where we used that time where God began to develop and nurture us in Epiphany as an Acts 29 church, to the point when God, back in 2013, made it clear that it was time for Fatima and I and the family to head back to LA to plant a church. So when coming back to LA, eventually the Lord led us over to the greater Crenshaw district. The thing about the Crenshaw district is you have what many will call Black Beverly Hills in a part of this greater area, but then you have the jungles on another side, and this area where things like Boys in the Hood was filmed and has the notoriety of the gang dynamics. And so you have so many dynamics going on, and yet there's legacy here. From Leimert Park, where during civil rights era was a lot of phenomenal stuff, and there's artistic expression. And then you have that coming with the transplants moving in with forms of gentrification. All these things are conducive to an area that, with tension ridden with "Can I trust you?" brings up the opportunity of saying, man, there's needs for the gospel to speak in very practical areas, and many are yearning, especially among the 18 and 40-year-olds, are yearning for answers and wondering, does God hear this and speak to these things? It's been fun to see God bring together such a diverse group of people to begin to put some of their gifts in play that meet some of the practical needs of our community, that have helped us to do outreaches recently that have been extremely helpful. It's been actually really encouraging to see some that were born and raised in our community come to the outreaches, and then recently beginning to come into Sunday gatherings, come into the life community, and starting to have an appetite to learn about the things of Christ. In the midst of being an urban church that's growing, and yet oftentimes historically takes longer to get self-sustaining, support from Acts 29 West is so important and so helpful. We're so grateful for it as we take that next step towards growing and watching God do great works before our eyes by His grace, so that we can see God continue to raise up community that's pursuing Christ's purpose in our city for the good of all people.